So my boyfriend posted this video on TikTok yesterday.
Want to know what every blue-collar man's dream is? It's right here. Homemade lunch, note from his old lady. It's that simple. That easy.
And the comment section is absolutely not it. So many girlies are being like, oh, so he wants a mommy, not a wife, or oh, I did this and he still cheated. Okay, so let's stop deflecting our past relationship traumas on everyone else, because I've been cheated on by other people in the past, and I don't sit there and let it stop me from doing kind things for someone that I care about and shows me that, they care about me and treats me like a princess, because what kind of person would that make me? Not a very good one. And a mommy, not a wife, come on, give me a break. He's a journeyman lineman. He works outside in horrible weather conditions a majority of the time, keeping the power on so that you guys can sit on your phones in your nice warm houses with your TV and your Wi-Fi and comment stuff on the internet. He works harder than anyone I've ever met, so if he wants a steak sandwich or chicken parm for lunch and I have the capability to pack it for him and make it for him and make his day a little bit better, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Or some of them are like, oh, well, what do you do for her? I don't know, give me a warm roof over my head. Like, these mindsets are the reason so many relationships, in my opinion, fail. Maybe I don't get it because I grew up with parents who were always together and they're still together to this day. So I saw my parents work as a team, T-E-A-M, team. My mom worked hard. My dad worked hard. They were a team together. My mom did things for my dad. My dad did things for my mom. Pretty simple concept. Maybe the reason so many people don't last or get divorced all the time is because they're not doing anything for each other. They're coexisting. If you want a roommate, get a roommate. If you want a significant other, act like one. Thank you, bye.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. I got a question, man, for the ladies. What is it about doing something for your man that bothers y'all so much? I'll probably be asking that question again by the end of the video because this is really starting to get sad. Now, I was able to find the video that she was referring to, and she was not kidding when she was talking about how they was shitting in the comments. Check these comments out, bro. Give me 1 second. Look at this, y'all. I did this at 4 a.m. for 13 years. He still cheated. This comment section made me so sad. Haha, I did this and then some and still got cheated on. I did this and set out his work clothes daily and he still ended our marriage for another woman. I did this and he still cheated. Damn, this comment section just goes to show you no matter what you do, same results. We were both blue collar. I did this daily. He just threw them away without reading them and complained about the lunch. I did this and he still cheated. Some guys don't appreciate it at all. I did this and still got cheated on. So it was just a lot of that in the comments, like the lady mentioned. And I'm thinking to myself, can you imagine if men were in the comments doing this? Can you imagine if men said, you know what, I'm not gonna give women good treatment anymore because it's never appreciated. So going forward, I'm not gonna do these things for women. Can you imagine? Like, bro, women would not accept that. Women would not accept being treated a certain type of way because of past traumas. So why in the fuck do women expect that from men? It's why. It's like Shorty said, bruh. Don't let what happened in the past fuck up your future. Because a lot of people do that, men and women. And hell, I wouldn't be surprised if I've done that myself. So please, like, cut it out. And if that's how y'all really feel, y'all need to heal and stay out the way. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
I truly think we just operating out of pride and ego at this point. I really think that we just got to tell ourselves whatever to make ourselves feel better. Like, I was just on Threads and I just seen a tweet of this girl saying something about cooking and cleaning for a man makes me feel like a slave. One, what is y'all's obsession of wanting to be a slave so bad? Y'all stay comparing yourselves to being a slave. Nobody has lived through being a slave. And y'all keep comparing yourselves to being a slave. Like, that is just weird. But two, don't you have to cook and clean for yourself? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Like, I cook, right? Like, I like to cook. But, like, what about fixing a extra plate makes you feel like a slave? Don't you have to clean for yourself? So why are you correlating that to making you feel like a slave? Like, why do y'all want to be slaves so bad? And then you say you want somebody to pay all the bills, but then you don't even want to make an extra plate. Like, that's just, y'all, I truly think, I think we just gotta, I don't.
Yo, she looked just as confused as the men when we be talking about this shit. She over here like she can't figure it out. I've been trying to tell you guys for the longest, bro. Women still hold men to a traditional standard while at the same time they don't want to be traditional themselves. Because whenever it comes to the provider talk or provider conversation, what's typically the woman's response? You're supposed to do that. You're a man. Once again, traditional roles. But the moment you flip it and say, okay, well, traditionally women did X, Y, and Z, and then these are the kind of responses you get. And then they wondering why so many men are checked out, not taking them seriously, or don't see any incentive on taking y'all seriously. Y'all are literally telling men to take a bad deal. Who the fuck in their right mind gonna do that? And then here's my thing. For one, y'all need to quit calling that shit slavery because for one, you're disrespecting people who were actually slaves for one. And two, you mean to tell me that slave cooking and cleaning for your man is slavery to you, but a man working all these hours so that way he can pay you and your bills and provide for you and you don't got to come out of a pocket at all, that's not slavery to you?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You?
Bruh.
Okay.
My red flag is like not cooking.
Okay.
Oh, you guys don't cook?
Yo, y'all not cooking. That Kaya Shorty got everybody in a chokehold right now with the cooking on TikTok. I don't know if they got the memo. Like
I feel like as a woman, we've always been put into that stereotype of like having to cook and stuff.
oh my gosh, here we go.
The cooking and
The cooking?
yeah, I know. I don't know why that was.
You don't
yeah.
like to cook?
I mean, I love to cook, but I don't know. I don't know if that's like the main contender of like.
You're lying. You're lying. If you love to do it, you wouldn't have a problem with it. You would be excited. Oh, you said you want somebody to cook? I love to cook. You're lying.
I popped the balloon
Because she
because,
doesn't know how to cook.
again, same thing with the cooking. It's not that I don't like cooking, but I think you said that women would be better off if they knew how to, I think you used that word, and that didn't quite sit right with me. Also, we're in Brooklyn. We have the best restaurants in the world.
Not
Why does she talk like that?
Now, most of those women pop that balloon because he said it's a red flag if she doesn't cook. How much you want to bet most of those women who popped their balloon, most of the women that were on that panel, how much you want to bet most of them still hold men to a traditional standard and expect him to pay for everything or at least pay for dates and shit? How much you want to bet? I'd be willing to bank the U.S. Treasury that most of them want a man that's the provider that all the women want nowadays. So I find it a bit funny. Women always been held to that standard and yada yada yada. Right, but here we are in 2024 where y'all make all this money and y'all still requiring men to do the traditional shit. Ain't nobody on this one-sided shit, bro. Let's keep it moving.
Listen, the real reason why a lot of these women are genuinely happy over this I can't afford the rent prank that wives is doing on their husbands is because a lot of women true desire in life is to be a leech. I hate to say it that vague, but if we just using the most simplest terms, y'all want to be leeches. Y'all want to be able to wake up, go to Starbucks, shop, get drunk, get fucked, go to sleep, wake up, and do it all over again without catering to the household or to the man that's taking care of all the bills. But what y'all not seeing is the wives that's posting this "I can't afford the rent" pranks on their husbands is doing way more shit than what the rent would do in value. Like, these women are healers, nurturers. These women know how to speak certain words into their man for their man to even go out and get the money to pay all the bills. Some of y'all be no limit soldiers talking about you want a provider. Bitch, you sold 3 5s while we were in high school. You're not finding a provider because you're not even in your feminine energy to find one. And I know y'all gonna be like, oh, he's hating, he's this, he's that. But no, some of y'all only desire marriage for the sake of finding a man to take care of all your financial problems. Y'all don't want no union. Y'all don't want to build up no good kids out the situation. Y'all don't want to build no generational wealth. None of that. Y'all only thinking of it in a selfish and a leechful way, which is you getting all your needs and your wants met, and they literally just existing. That's it.
It does not bother me like it bothers you females when my man tells me to do something. Whatever he says goes. That's just the bottom line for me. I don't care what you guys think. You're like, oh, you're acting like a pick me. How am I acting like a pick me if I'm already picked? And I'm going to stay picked because at the end of the day, I honor my man. I respect him. If he tells me not to post something, I'm not posting it. If he tells me not to do something, I'm not doing it. I'm not arguing about it. I'm not going back and forth about it because that's the man that I chose to protect me and to provide for me and to be there for me. So I trust his word. So when he says take that down, it's going the fuck down. I'm not asking him why. His reasoning is his reasoning, and I'm trusting his reasoning on why he wants me to do something or not do something. So for y'all coming at me and saying all these weird things, it does not bother me that I respect my man. And the reason why he loves me the way he does is because he knows how I stand behind him. So I guess I am a pick me. But he picked me, took me the fuck up.
Being bothered by another woman wanting to look good for her man is insane. Like, it's insane. Like, y'all are a different type of miserable to be upset. Rihanna said that she likes to look put together, not want to look busted in her home when her man comes home. And y'all had a problem with that. It was the why she got to do all that. Why she have to do all what? Wanting to look good for her man? Wanting to be attractive? What? Like, there's work that goes into relationships. And I don't think y'all understand that. Like, y'all think you could just get in a relationship and he better take me as I am. That's it. That's all. Why does it bother you that a woman wants to actually look good for her man? That's what you do when you're in a relationship. That's what you do when you love your partner. You want to keep yourself together. You want to look good for him. I could decide to just lay around and look like whatever, but I know my man coming home. I ain't seen him all day. I might have seen him in a couple days, and I want to look good for him. Why does that bother you? Why do women have to get into the comments and then try to attack or find a way to make it seem as though, oh, I would never do that. That's a pick me. This is that. No, that's just a woman who loves her man and she likes to look good for him. That's it. That's all. That mentality of I wish I would do all that for a man is a problem, and it's the reason why our relationships look the way that they do right now. If you think you ain't got to do nothing, and because you're at home you can walk around looking like whatever, like, let's make it make sense. Don't you want to look good for your partner? Don't you want him to see you in that way? Why is it a problem when a woman wants to do something for her man? Isn't that what we are in relationships for? To do things for each other, to make each other feel good, be happy, whatever it might be. But again, y'all have not, I guess, experienced that type of love or relationship that you want to do that for your partner. But to hate on another woman or to have a problem with it is really sad. It is really sad, honestly. I had a woman come on my live earlier and she basically put in the comments that she's afraid to get married because it's going to involve having to please a man. And the first thing I said to her is, if you don't want to please a man, please your man, then you should not be married. Honestly. Why go into a marriage where you don't want to please your spouse? We are here to please each other, make sure each other are good, make sure each other are fulfilled and fill each other up. I think women get caught up in like, I'm not pleasing a man who doesn't please me. Why would you? Why would you choose to marry a man who isn't pleasing you, who isn't making you happy, who isn't filling you up? That's a choice. But to say you don't want to please your partner, that's a problem. Even the thought process and the mindset behind saying that you don't want to have to please a man for the rest of your life means you just, I don't know what to tell you. Like, honestly, I take pride in making sure that my husband is good. He takes pride in making sure that I'm good. Like, it's a partnership that we are here to fill each other up and make sure that when we come together, we are whole, our family is good, our kids is good. Like, that is we have to be here we're here to be a helpmeet. Like, come on. So I think for women out here who have that mindset, I suggest you work on changing that, figuring out why you feel that way. Is that from experience? Is that from what people have told you? Like, you got to get rid of that. You have to get rid of that. You cannot get married and not want to please your husband. You just can't.
You sleep with a man, you should be down for whatever he wants you to be down for. But the problem is, how is it you'll give your body, but you wouldn't give him service? You wouldn't give him a home cooked meal. Imagine you let a guy go in your body raw with no condom, and I know everyone on this panel has done it, and he could literally give you a disease that will take your life. You give him that opportunity, but you won't cook him a meal unless he pays. That's crazy, right?
If he wants a sandwich, you make daddy a sandwich. No. Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you, you punch him in the face. You want me to smack him in his mouth, right? That's right. So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch. No. Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say? Open the door. You better believe it. Yeah, no, I am with you. I think so you make daddy a sandwich. I think
Woman will do whatever her boss says, but barely do what her husband asks. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know how you can be to work on time every day at 8 a.m. But to make me a turkey sandwich is a problem, right? Or to do something for me is a problem. I don't understand it. I don't understand how we've gotten to the place where we're so independent. There's no interdependency that you will allow another man to dictate your whole life. But the man that you sleep with and love and say you love, he can't tell you one thing.
I might get a lot of hate for this, but here's my take. The reason a woman will respect her boss more than she respects her man is because she knows that she'll get fired from that job if she doesn't act accordingly. She knows if she constantly has a bad attitude, if she mouths off, if she shows up late too often, if she doesn't perform the tasks and duties of her role, her boss will fire her. But when she knows her man will not, when she knows he has no boundaries, when she knows she can act however she wants and he's still gonna stick around and be loyal to her and give her all the benefits of being with him, of course she's not gonna respect him. A lot of guys make the mistake of thinking that setting a boundary is telling her what she can and cannot do. That's not a boundary, that's just an attempt to control her, and it's gonna make you look very, very insecure. Because to her, all that sounds like is complaining. You see, a boundary is telling her, hey, if you continue to do that, I am going to leave you. And the most important part of setting a boundary is following through with the repercussions you promised. Because if you don't, you're just complaining. And once she knows that you won't, she will view that as a weakness and continue to disrespect you and do whatever she wants, knowing that the most you'll do is complain about it. A man who struggles with setting and following through on his boundaries will always struggle in his relationships. Because if there is no chance that she will get fired from the relationship, what reason does she have to stop doing what she's doing?
I was not going to do another video tonight. I wasn't, but I promise you, I'm just moved to do this video right now. I was going to save it for later, but I just wanted to tell y'all, because I have a son, because I have brothers, because I see both sides. I just want to tell y'all men, especially y'all good ones, if you are a good, hardworking man in this day and age, especially if you're a Black, good, hardworking man, do not let these ladies fool you. Do not let them fool you. We know how rare y'all are. We know that it's 20 women to one man, and we know that y'all have options upon options upon options. And a lot of us are not up for the challenge. So what do? Well, what do? Convince themselves that they don't need you. I don't need no man. I'm a strong Trust me when I say that ain't nothing but fear and insecurity. Trust me when I say, because on one hand, they don't want to put in the work. But on the other hand, they know other women will. So trust me when I say, my good Black brothers, there is panic in the heart of these out of line women. Trust me when I say it. And not even just the Black men period, the good ones. Trust me. My good sisters of all colors are panicking.
Yeah, because I gotta ask this question, like, damn, why do y'all have such a problem doing anything for a man? Especially considering everything that y'all ask for, and usually what y'all ask for requires money. I mean, damn, are y'all really that selfish?
I gave you $300, but you won 300,000 at the casino. How much would you split with him?
How much would I split with him?
Yeah.
If
So
he gave it to me?
He gave you $300 to go to the casino, but you won 300,000. How much would you split with him?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, the nigga I would be with would let me keep all the money.
All of it? So you want to go 50-50?
I don't know who started this epidemic.
He would let me keep all that. He would have money like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Never mind. I guess that answered my question.
And when you're in a relationship, you either got a teammate or an opponent. You better figure out which one it is so you know which direction to go.
Yeah, you right about that one. Choose wisely, brothers. And if you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel blog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.